Good evening. Raise your hand if you ask a question. We'll come to you. We'll go to roll. We'll kick off with John from the Mirror.
Hello.
It must have felt very satisfying.
The 2 games, I think we deserved to be through. It was a long match. We expected that. We wrapped it up at the end in a beautiful way, with Kai scoring the goal in the manner that he did, and the reaction from the crowd, the starters, the finishers, the staff. It just was magical. So really happy because it was a really tough match against a great opponent, and we're in Wembley.
Tom, got one there?
It felt such a different game to the first leg. It was a lot more open. Knowing that Chelsea had to come in to score, was it the game plan to kind of try and catch them when those moments arose?
Well, we certainly prepared to win it. We knew that we were going to have to play a lot of games within that game, especially because right from the beginning they changed the setup and they play in a different way. And I knew that 45, depending on the context of the game, they could do that like they did 3 days ago, or at 60, at 70. And we're going to have to be very flexible and smart using the bench and in the adjustment that we had to make. It's true that we haven't really conceded nothing. We only created, I think, 3 or 4 chances. 2 big chances before the goal, and the margins were going to be small because they are a really good side. They compete so well as well. They are really well coached, and yeah, at the end we got it over the line.
In previous matches of the season, particularly against like Wolves in the last 10 minutes, your team obviously got very nervy and things changed. In this game, later on, your team seemed to do well. And how proud were you of the way they handled that pressure?
Very well, and against the crowd as well. I think the crowd was brilliant today. Brought so much energy and belief to the team in different moments that it was very much needed. And I think we all deserve to be together in Wembley in a few weeks' time.
You want it so much, the fans want it so much to win. You've had an excellent season competing over four competitions. Just how significant is it actually reaching the final, being able to say, in this competition we're only 1 match away?
Well, it's the best vitamins that we can put in our bodies, because we're playing every 3 days. But the fact that you work so hard to achieve those moments and to have these moments together, it's just magical because you can see the joy, the smiles, the energy in that dressing room, and everybody that works at the club. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Ed, Guardian?
Hi, Mikel. 4 semi-final defeats before this, and now you've won. Do you think that the confidence the players can get from this can be a sort of springboard for the rest of the season?
Well, I hope so, and this is about learning from previous experiences. But today was a very different game, as you said, from the previous game at Stamford Bridge. We dealt with that really well. The way the team competed and understood what we had to do was really impressive, and now let's win the final.
James, Athletic?
Mikel, I just want to ask you about Kai specifically, an amazing moment for him. It's obviously been a long road for him back. How happy are you for him personally?
Super. I think not only me, I think everybody that knows Kai a little bit, we feel genuinely happy for him in a special way because he deserves the best, the way he works, the way he treats people, the way he behaves every single day. And today was a special moment for him, and I hope that he enjoyed it because he fully deserves that.
And I think his teammates enjoyed it as well. Everybody from the substitutes bench running over. What did you make of that? What does it say about the group that you've got in there?
Yeah, great, because it's a natural reaction, and some of them they didn't have the chance to play, but they all been part in the competition, I think, except of David, all of the players, so they feel that is their own, the merit is there, and now we're going to have to go and win it.
Okay, last couple, Jack.
Okay, I'm sure the final right now feels quite a long way away, obviously don't know if you can play, but you would have seen what winning a first trophy as a group can do for a mentality. Just how much could it change this squad?
Well, I mean, winning helps in every sense, confidence, energy, you call it. We're going to be there in a few weeks, we will prepare well. In the meantime, we know that we need to just put it aside because 3 days later we're going to have a massive game here in the Premier League, and we are on front, that's where we want to be, so let's keep moving.
Okay, finally one again.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
I'm Grant Obokwe. Previously, you've been criticised for not using your squad fully, but throughout this Carabao Cup run, you've rotated players, and even in a big stakes game, you've rotated and brought players in. What does it speak to of the trust you have in this squad, the belief you have in every single player to make an impact on the pitch?
Well, they give us every day their reasons to trust them and to play them and to make sure that they feel part of that. We have an excellent group. The quality obviously is there as well, and we have to use it because, first of all, they deserve it.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's get underway. John, you must have felt as if the game plan was really close to being executed. You really stayed in the game until very late on. It must have been difficult to swallow, but the team played well, didn't they?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah, we've had a lot to contend with the last couple of days. A couple of fitness tests this morning. Normally I name the team the day before. I named the team this afternoon when I had the full details of who was available. I have to give the players so much credit. Our schedule has been incredible. So for them to put in the energy, the fight, the spirit was there. But unfortunately for us, we didn't quite have the quality moments that we did get into the final third many times in the second half, but we didn't take advantage of those moments.
Can you tell us about sort of the injury issues and the availability issues?
Yeah, Pedro and Reece had small knocks. They're just in too much pain for tonight. They're giving everything. You know, they would always put their hand up to play. Reece is an incredible captain and leader, and Pedro's an outstanding professional and a great player. Esteval, I have to say, for him, at 18 years old, to go through something very personal for him, to fly to Brazil and fly back in 2 days to make sure he could play in this game, says everything about the character and spirit I want for this team. And in terms of, again, Cole gave us an incredible 90-minute performance. The reason we fought back against West Ham, we have to take care. He's a gem. We have to take care of him and make sure he's right for the whole season. But when he came on, his moments were top. So all in all, disappointed not to go through against, albeit a very, very good team. But we can't let this setback affect our future.
Gary?
Liam, good performance. The game plan almost worked, but obviously not the result you wanted. You've had lots of ups and downs in your career. Where does this sit in terms of disappointment? Maybe when the dust has settled that you were so close to Wembley.
I know, I've been asked this type of question. So where does this sit in my career? I'm extremely disappointed every time I lose a game of football. Every time we win, I'm happy. Every time we lose, I'm not happy. I'm not happy that we lost the game. There are aspects of our game today that I'm very happy with, but I'm here with the team. You could see how devastated the lads were after the game for what they put in. We believe we could come here and turn it around. In terms of the control and domination we had in the second half, there were moments in the second half I thought it was there for us. We just didn't take it. So it's not about where it sits in my career. I'm hurting, but we need to move on from this very quickly because we have another game in 3 days.
Peter?
Just on the game plan itself, what was the plan? It seemed like you wanted to keep it tight and then introduce Esteval, it opens up a little bit more. Was that the basis?
That was it. You saw it. Yeah, you can come away from home, press all over the pitch, man for man, and you could go 2-0 up or you could go 2-0 down. I felt that the psychological aspect of the tie was very important as well, and I felt in the stadium as well. In 60 minutes, I bring on Cole and Esteval, and the game opens up, and we have moments in and around the box. I think there was a feeling in the stadium that this tie could turn. Didn't do it. We didn't achieve what we wanted to, but it's not about game plans, it's about results. I have to give our players so much credit for what they put into the game, but ultimately their goal comes when we're just throwing the kitchen sink at the game. That's going to happen, but we have to make sure that we take the positives from that, but we're here to get results.
Liam?
Liam, you mentioned the late fitness test. Did that affect a change of system for this game, or was it just about personnel?
The availability of your players always affects your system. Against West Ham, we ran until the 97th minute, trying to get ourselves back from 2-0 down. The emotions of Napoli. You take all of these things into account to give you the best chance to try and win a game of football. Unfortunately for us, it wasn't to be tonight. But I think the players, what they showed me, which is really pleasing, is they can adapt tactically and flexibly with a short period of time. And that's something that encourages me because I do like to work with different systems.
Is the bigger frustration maybe the way the first leg played out?
Oh, the first leg, we had a flu virus. This is not an excuse, this is a reality. We had a flu virus that had to change the team on the day of that game. I would have been in the club for 4 days. So for me, the frustration is not going through. If you even see the organisation levels from that game to now, in terms of controlling a game, in terms of being on the front foot, I think there's a clear difference. And I'm very, very pleased in the direction of our performances if the result wasn't where we wanted it to be tonight.
Jack?
Liam, it seems that there's a bit, you touched on it a bit there in terms of throwing everything at it late on as well. There seems to be a bit of criticism from pundits on TV about not maybe doing enough of attacking in the first half. Is that something you'd accept, or do you think
I've been a pundit. It's easy.
Yeah.
It's easy in hindsight. Reality of my job. Reality of my job is if you lose games, you'll be criticised. If you win, you're a genius. Normally somewhere in between that.
Alex?
You touched on it there earlier, the fine margins. Have you seen a big difference from that first side that you're starting to get the footings of your Chelsea team?
No, I think everyone can. I think you can. I think that's why you asked me the question. That's really pleasing. But obviously losing the game is not what we wanted. I've been in for less than a month. We've had 8 games in that month. So for the players, firstly, to put the performances in that they've done,